Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have this new speed event. This is live in-game. This is on both Global and JP Dokkan. The reasoning, of course, is Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour is going on. I believe most of the reveals and things that people are looking for are going to be tomorrow. But Battle Hour is actually going on today. So on Global, Global players did get a Carnival LR banner. Which seems pretty solid. I think summoning on that is really not a terrible idea, considering that Global is probably a little ways off until they're getting like really good, sort of like banners with like new content and stuff like that. But this is again on both versions right here. So this is a speed event. It looks like nuking characters are banned. Okay, sure, not really a big deal right there. Wait, is there 5 phases to this? Is that what we got going on? Let's just jump in. Go ahead and do a run through this. And then we can kind of, revisit afterwards. We'll take a look at what the missions are. I took a glance at them. The missions mostly seem to be just to beat it really fast. And then we also have, missions for beat it with one of every super class typing and one of every extreme class typing. This will give us a super class typing right here. Now again, I'm not very good at moving fast. Well, I mean, if moving fast is really the point, we got terrible rotations for it anyway. I mean, what a shock. Oh, could he have... I do wonder here... Oh, right, let me move faster. I'm curious, right? I will keep this Goku around. Is this actually a one-phase fight right here? Let's see. The Super Saiyan characters, I mean, I brought them in here. They're, in terms of, like, damage, especially in what seems to be this type of situation, I don't know that there's a better character to bring than this character right here, right? Especially we would have 2 of them on turn 3. So I think the chances are we potentially could kill on turn 3. This Frieza does seem very tanky. He does have charges for 3 rotations. And then maybe at that point he transforms. Again, we'll take a look after we've actually done the actual event the first time. But this is usually content I'm not really super efficient at, right? I'm more about, like, you know, beating difficult content, you know, like challenge runs, stuff like that, like without items, support, memories, you know, kind of like external factors is more so what I would go for. Double digits, okay. He does debuff, though, which is unfortunate. That debuff, I mean, that will stick until next turn. And keep in mind, next turn, we're going to have both Super Saiyan trios capable of doing the active, which is going to be good for us. Most of my characters are not really built super high crit for something like this. But, you know, we'll kind of see how it's going to go. I mean, this Frieza does appear to be rather tanky. Alright, so Future Gohan's going to do a bunch of attacks. And we'll kind of see what this is going to look like on the next turn. In terms of the extreme class mission, again, because if I'm looking at it, there's missions for clear it, essentially with a full super class team, which we're doing right here, you know, one of every typing, and then a full extreme class team. For the extreme class team one, I'll probably just, you know, use a full extreme class team without really worrying. Okay, yeah, we'll do that, sure. The other thing too is that potentially this could be a little bit easier for us after we get the first clear, because we could have auto selected, right? LR Broly and Trunks, I mean, they potentially could be decent for this. One reason I rock them is that they, of course, are a Rainbow Orb Changer who has many attacks. By putting them in slot 1, next turn, they're going to start in slot 2, which means they are not going to Rainbow Orb Change. But I don't know. I'm going to assume we will kill Frieza beforehand. They gave us, was that 4 crits they just did right there? Okay, sure. Alright, Trunks should do a decent amount of damage. Looks to me like we could be in kill range next turn. Potentially just with the active skills. And I'm almost right about here is where I'm getting curious, and I kind of would like to take a look. All right, Frieza, Supering Trunks. Unless Frieza is, you know, supering for over 1.5 million, this is not a concern. All right, I mean, Trunks took damage there, sure. Yeah, Trunks, man. I don't know. He's not the worst ever, but you know, you guys, you know. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and toss these. All right, so there's one, bam. This guaranteed crit gives us guaranteed crits for the turn. Not as much damage as I would like. This one is going to do a lot more damage because they attack last turn. Yeah, look at the difference. You see that difference? That right there, that was the difference of them attacking last turn. That's what that was exactly right there. Right there, bam. All right, but they should kill Frieza, and then this should be it right here. What are some of these other missions? Clear it within 6 turns. Win with over 15 million damage. Clear it in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, we did that pretty effortlessly. Okay. For now, I'm just going to worry about getting all the missions done. What I presume is going to happen, because this happened last year, is that, you know, we could do all the missions right now. I think there's going to be, you know, players at the actual event, at the battle hour, you know, who will be able to do their, you know, whatever scores they want to and stuff like that. And I bet you, like, some of the highest scores at battle hour might become a mission in-game. That's what happened last year, right? Where, you know, the strategy was kind of like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the Android 16s and the Super Saiyan Goku and stuff like that, right? All right, so that should be most of the missions cleared. I mean, we did that incredibly fast. So let's just quickly take a glance at what the actual missions are right here. Okay. So it wants us to beat it in less than 11 minutes, less than 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Do it in 7 turns, 6 turns. Do over 6 million damage, 15 million damage. That's pretty easy. We did that with the active skill. And then beat with a full super class team, and then beat with a full extreme class team. So that is all the stuff that it's wanting us to do. And sure enough, we have everything done except for win with the full extreme class team. Okay, it doesn't really seem too bad. I mean, obviously the Super Saiyan team, the way they just move so fast. I think that Heroes and Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is another potential very fast team to use here. Oh, you know what we should do? I'm going to build an extreme class team, and then let's go ahead and take a look at what the Frieza stats look like. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what the speed event stage is looking like. Golden Frieza, he did 750k damage, and he damaged Trunks, by the way. Okay, that's good to know. That's not good. Then, of course, it looks like every couple of turns, he kind of transforms, and he gets weaker. I don't know if there's really a point to this. He's just slowly gets weaker, right? Huh. All right. Yeah, again, I don't know that really matters super too much. All right, we're going to rock this. I'm just more so here to complete the mission on video. You know what is so funny is, like, it's like, dude, you look at these villain teams, and it's like, all right, like, that character, like, if we're fighting a Pure Saiyan, he's better. If this character's fighting Goku family enemy, we're better. It's like, it is crazy, like, how often. All right, we got a lot of slot 2 characters right away. That's always good. Typical for me. All right, sure. Rose is not going to be super good in terms of his key either. All right. Pretty bad opening rotation right there. Super attack instantaneously is also not good. This is going to be a very slow run. Yeah, baby, it's a lot of damage. There wasn't really much of a counterplay there. I mean, that's just, you know, Dokkan largely being about RNG. And, I mean, you load into a rotation like this, and it's, you know, this very quickly can show you the flaws of many characters that, you know, people would say don't exist. Is you just kind of, like, load into a rotation like this, right? Unfortunate. We have 3 characters who would be able to sit in slot 1 and take double digits, but, you know, yeah, about that. We're probably gonna still win, but in terms of, like, finishing fast, definitely not. Because, like, we're gonna do, like, Grade 8 Baby transformation. We're gonna do, like, all these transformations and shit, which is not really gonna be super good. Alright, so this is This is going to be a long journey, too. I mean, what fast villain team are we using? Because, I mean, I think that the coolers... here's where Turles is god-awful as well. Remember, Turles, if you don't have support for Turles turn 1, it's really bad for him. Or if we don't have, like, kind of like perfect key set up for him, it's really bad for him. Turles is just very crappily designed, right? He needs to super attack in order to actually stack up his key. But it's such a frequent thing loading into these fights where Turles will not have key. It's so funny. Like I actually do see people around who say Troop hates villain characters, and I'm just like, bro, like are people capable of like looking at what these characters do, like without viewing it through the lens or scope of like some type of agenda? A lot of the villain characters, unfortunately, were not, designed that effectively over the last year and a half. It's funny, like, the 2022 Worldwide Download Celebration, like, Final Form Cooler was obviously great. Even from day one, Metal Cooler, I always wanted more, but, I mean, he was still good, right? And, TUR, EZA Cooler, he was good the day he came out, but obviously things have, since changed quite a bit as we've, just kind of stepped into these AoE boss mechanics. But they set up all of these villain characters to have abilities against superclass enemies, but then they don't ever release superclass enemies typically, right? Like they're like, here, do this villain mission, and you've got floods of characters who are actually wanting to be used against superclass characters. We'll probably just skip. We'll come back once Baby is done doing this, because oh, nice. Yeah, that was the wrong super attack to dodge, unfortunately, but it's fine. All right, so there we go. Baby's transformation was cut shy because of Frieza swapping phases. All right, we'll do this. Bam. Frieza is capable of being debuffed, so that's good. I will rage. If we get killed by Frieza, I'll probably just rage and I'll just cut right to us like walking through the finish line. Like we did it. We got the mission done. Because it would really be an L off of opening rotation shenanigans, which can happen consistently, I guess. Crits, Daddy. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's gonna take us quite a while though. I guess the faster we get to his active skill, the better. Once he gets his active skill, obviously he'll be able to do a lot of damage, stuff like that. Hopefully Baby could give us some damage. Although Baby's stats, Baby's stats are going to be lower, aren't they? Because of the fact that Cooler should be fine here, right? We have big bad bosses up. All right. Yeah. I mean, villain characters just suck, man. I'm sorry. They're bad. Villains are bad. They're bad. Villains are bad. They're bad. It's okay. We can admit it. They're bad. They're bad. They're bad. They're bad. They're bad. They're bad. All right, so we are cooking. We are right here towards the end of the event. I think we probably should be good at this point. Last time, we had the very, 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 very unfortunate draw of that really bad opening rotation, right? But on the second run, we didn't have a bad rotation. Hirudegarn, yeah, okay, I was going to say. Bro, could you have imagined? I would have lost my mind. I would have just faded away. I would have said, I cannot believe this. I truly cannot believe this. And then that would have been GG for me. All right, this is taking forever. Hopefully we get some crits. Hopefully we get some additionals so we can finish them off. Remember, as the fight goes on, Frieza, of course, does get weaker and weaker. So even if he catches us, I mean, it's not a threat. These are not, like, these Friezas are not exactly bosses that have, ludicrous super attacks or anything like that. So hopefully we can just get some crits, get some, finishers here. I think we probably will have Coolers active next turn, which actually probably is going to finish this off. I think Coolers active will give us the dub. Okay, nice try right there. Perfect. Okay, let's go and throw this. That's GG. No. Nah. Nope. No way. You guys know that, again, the meme, false. Nope. We made it up. No way. Didn't happen. That was... It's Cooler finishing the boss? Like, nope. Although, to be super fair to Cooler, right? This is a 150% leader skill that he's on. He's just on the 150% extreme class. You know, Fusion's him also, because I didn't think it was even possible we'd lose here, but... I mean, that was mostly because of opening rotation shenanigans. When you get 3 characters who get, you know, 90% of their defense on super, and then, you know, you load in turn 1, you've got no characters that can actually take that, and then the boss does super right away. Like, that's what happens. And again, of course, obviously you guys know, but we did run in here with the extreme class unit of every typing to make sure that we did get that mission done, right? That was kind of like a huge big thing right there. So, all right, there's that. There is the speed event. I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of missions, a lot of content flooding JP over the next couple of days, right? Again, the anniversary, I mean, I will probably put this up in a little bit. And remember, the you know, LRs actually do get revealed tonight, so... there we go. We got the, you know, Ultimate Speed Battle 2024 Battle Hour Edition. All missions done. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all the next time.